I guess I'll start off by saying or answering the question of, do you need to watch the first 3 seasons of Daredevil, the Netflix show, in order to understand Daredevil Born Again? The answer is kinda. I mean, here's the reality. There are people that watch the Avengers movies and don't watch all the other ancillary movies. Do I think you're a weirdo if you watch Infinity War without watching Civil War, where like you don't understand the fallout between Steve and Tony? Like, yeah, I think you are kind of a freak if you watch Infinity War and you like it despite not having any context for anything that's happening. But those people exist. So, I mean, it very much is a similar situation here with Born Again, where it's like, yeah, like you could probably watch it and think that it's a solid show, but like, are you really going to get all of the emotions out of it if you haven't seen the Netflix show? No, you're not. The other thing that I've seen a lot of people saying is that, oh my God, it feels just like the Netflix show. Disney Plus nailed it. And not really. Like, it doesn't have that very specific, like, neo-noir feel. It's like the original Daredevil series was like a neo-noir crime drama, in terms of its cinematography especially. Daredevil Born Again is not that. It's like, visually, it's completely different. Tonally, it almost feels like House of Cards, I feel like. Especially when you get into the like political angle of everything that's going on. It's like, it's not the Netflix show at all. Just to be clear, that's not a bad thing. I guess I'll give my overall thoughts on it. I loved it. It is not the Netflix show. It is very different. It is very much its own thing. And I'm okay with that. It's not the Netflix show. It is its own show. It is in the same continuity. But they're not just trying to copy it. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate, an X-Men 97, which is literally trying to feel exactly like the original animated series. So if they had gone in that sort of direction and just did a proper continuation of the show, I would have been pleased with that probably. But I can also respect what they're doing here, where it's just very different. I mean, it's like in so many ways, like visually, like I said, but even in terms of like specific choices of, they used licensed music in this show. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they ever used licensed music in the original Daredevil series. Yeah, so I don't really agree that it's the same as the Netflix series. I think if, in a very simplistic way, if you want to say that it's just brutal and dark and gritty or whatever, sure, right? Like the show is very violent, but I feel like that's about it. I gotta say, man, watching this after Captain America Brave New World is like kind of a whiplash, because